Welcome to Heal to Lead. I'm so glad you're here and you're taking this crucial step in your healing journey. But before we talk about leadership strategies, data, culture building, we need to start with something a bit more personal, and that's your heart. Because before you can lead others, you have to face the part of you that were never led, the moments that taught you to survive instead of rest, and the habits that helped you get here but won't carry you further. You know, there is such a thing as an illusion of strength. For a long time, I thought leadership meant holding it all together. I thought if I was calm, composed, and productive enough, people would trust me even if I was falling apart on the inside. But that's actually not leadership, that's performance. True leadership doesn't start with what you can do, it starts with who you are becoming. Because healing isn't weakness, it's preparation. When I say the work before the work, I mean the unseen work. The hard work that happens before the meetings, before the plans, before the strategy. It's asking yourself those really hard questions. Why do I feel the need to fix everything? Why does criticism feel so personal? Why do I struggle to rest even when God says be still? This is sacred reflection because what we don't heal, we end up handing to the people we lead. That might be even in our homes. The Bible says in Proverbs 4:23, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Everything. That's your tone, your decisions, your confidence, your compassion. All of it flows from the condition of your heart. If your heart is filled with anxiety, your leadership will reflect that. If it's rooted in peace, your presence will calm the room. So let's make space for healing. Not because you're broken, but because you're becoming whole. I want to start with a quick reflective moment. So grab your journal and a pen or a pencil, take a deep breath and ask yourself, where in my leadership am I performing instead of leading? Now open your journal and write freely. There's no right or wrong answer here, just honesty. When you finish, look at your words. You'll start to see patterns, places where fear or perfection or even people pleasing has been driving your leadership. That's where you'll begin the healing process in the modules ahead. As you move through this course, I want you to remember this. Healing doesn't erase your past, it redeems it. Every scar, every setback, every hard lesson becomes the soil where wisdom grows. So pause, breathe, reflect. This is the work before the work, and I promise if you commit to healing, your leadership will never be the same. Let's begin.